Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 416. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or perhaps you've started writing your book but you need some help finishing it, or maybe you're at the stage where you need help reaching more readers to let them know about your book, you are in the right place. Good morning and happy Sunday. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, especially social media, Christine Inc., I-N-K, like the stuff you write with. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 18 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they have the ability to turn a quote-unquote non-author into a published one. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. And once again, good morning, happy Sunday. As we do every Sunday here on your Daily Writing Habit, it is Sunday Story Time, where I look to my bookshelf behind me here in my office and I pull a book, either one of my own books or a client book or a book that is impacting me or has impacted me in some way. And today I have a brand new book. Well, brand new because I just ordered my copy of it on my bookshelf. It's a client book. It is called 30 Years Behind Bars, Trials of a Prison Doctor. And the author is Karen Gedney, MD, also known as Dr. G. Had a great time helping Dr. G with this simply amazing book, as you're about to hear. Here's an excerpt. I thought of one glorious afternoon when the warden had brought in a circus to perform on the field. I remembered the faces of the inmates who stood shoulder to shoulder in their faded blue shirts, watching acrobats and horses cavort and show off their skills. The look on the crowd's faces that day reminded me of the joy on a child's face when they saw something new and beautiful for the first time. Positive or negative experiences are intensified in closed systems, I thought. Truly positive experiences create an environment where things run more smoothly and the system is at less risk for strife and unrest. As I rounded the last corner, I looked at the iron pile and the rust on the benches, weights, and bars. I had seen many heavily muscled men over the years destroy their shoulders and backs competing with one another on that equipment. I had also seen it give them an outlet, discipline, and self-worth. Every good leader knows that the people they are responsible for need not just an outlet, but a mission that gives them purpose and a sense of worth. When did this yard last have that? Warehousing, looking for the worst in people, and dismantling education and programs had not only increased behavioral problems, complaints, and violence in the inmates, it had stunted and suffocated the staff as well. The chapel was next on my path. I remembered hearing Mr. Cipher playing what sounded like a concert to my untrained ears. After the service, I asked him what the name of the piece was. He said he didn't know, couldn't read music, and had taught himself how to play the piano in the chapel by ear. I was impressed with individuals who found their creative talent behind bars. It reminded me of all the drawings and paintings I had seen over the years, created by inmates who were almost all self-taught. I was glad I had been given one opportunity to showcase their art at a gallery for disadvantaged artists in the neighboring city. It had been serendipity. The gallery was looking for something new to showcase, and the prison director at that time trusted me to pull it off. Her only stipulations were that there would be nothing in the show that could be used against her, and that it had to benefit the prison and the community. We had titled the show, Unlocked Treasures. And once again, that is an excerpt from a client book. It's called 30 Years Behind Bars, Trials of a Prison Doctor by Karen Gedney, MD, Dr. G. And I'll go ahead and put the link so you can get yourself a copy of it on Amazon. I'll put it in the show notes. And my kind of action question for you, or pondering question for you today, you'll notice even from that brief excerpt, you saw that Dr. G used her role as an author for advocacy purposes, to advocate for prisoners in this case, and for people without voices or people, that need others to speak on their behalf. And my question for you is that potentially an element for a future book for you? Not necessarily the whole book like she did, where her book is very, very much advocacy, But is there an element of advocacy that would feel right for you, that you would be called to add to one of your future books? Something to think about. That's certainly a very powerful role that an author can take on, is a role of advocate for those without voices to speak for themselves. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. Be sure and drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook. I would love to see you there. We offer motivation, accountability, book writing, publishing resources, and more. Until tomorrow, happy writing.